Chapter 6, Mishnah 6. There are two occasions on which a regular Nazir must shave his head. Every Nazir is obligated to shave his head when he concludes his Nazirus. This is referred to in the Mishnah as the shaving of Tahara. In addition, a Nazir who becomes Tameh from a corpse must shave his head as part of the ritual he performs to allow him to start his Nazirus over again. This shaving is referred to as the shaving of Tuma and is the subject of this Mishnah. What is the procedure for the shaving of Tuma? That is, if a Nazir becomes Tameh and needs to start his Nazirus over again, what procedure does he follow? He would have the purification water, spring water mixed with the ashes of the paraduma, sprinkled upon him on the 3rd and 7th day after he became Tameh. And the Nazir would shave his head on the 7th day after being sprinkled and immersing himself in a mikveh, and then wait until nightfall when he became completely tahor. He then would bring his offerings to allow him to start his Nazirus over again on the 8th day, i.e. on the day after his purification. The Mishnah teaches the law for a Nazir who completed his purification from Tuma on the 7th day but delayed his shaving until the 8th day. If he shaved his head on the 8th day instead of the 7th, he may bring his offerings to allow him to start counting his Nazirus over again on that day, and he does not need to wait until the next day to bring them. These are the words of Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva's ruling is questioned from the law of the Metzora, who must also shave to become Tahor, and who could not bring his offerings until the day after he shaves. Rabbi Tarfon said to Rabbi Akiva, what is the difference between this case of the Nazir Tameh, who if he delays shaving until the 8th day may shave and bring his offerings on the same day, and a Metzora who, if he delays shaving his body until the 8th day of his purification process, may not bring his offerings until the 9th day? Rabbi Akiva answers the question. Rabbi Akiva said to Rabbi Tarfon, in the case of this one, the Nazir Tameh, his purification from Tumah depends solely on his 7 days of purification, which includes sprinkling, followed by immersion in a mikveh, but not on his shaving. Since his purification was completed the day before, there is no reason why he cannot shave and bring his offerings on the next day. In the case of a Metzora, though, his purification depends on his shaving, and he cannot become Tahor until he shaves his body and then immerses in a mikveh. And since a Metzora may not bring his offerings until night has fallen on the day of his purification, the Metzora can never bring his offerings on the day he shaves.